in-depth and heartfelt summary of Same as Ever by Morgan Housel. Morgan Housel, celebrated for his ability to weave financial wisdom with deep insights into human behavior, brings a profound exploration of the constants that govern life in Same as Ever. While change is the one true constant in the external world, Housel masterfully argues that the essence of human nature, our emotions, instincts, and desires, remains the same through time. The book offers not only an intellectual understanding of these timeless truths, but also an emotional roadmap to navigate life with clarity, purpose, and resilience. This detailed summary dives deeply into the heart of the book's core themes, unpacking its nuanced insights with care and emotional resonance. 1. The paradox of change, timeless truths amidst constant evolution. Housel begins by exploring the fascinating paradox at the core of his argument. While the external world, technologies, cultures, economies, undergoes rapid and often unpredictable change, the essence of human nature remains steadfast. People are driven by the same fears, ambitions, hopes, and insecurities that have defined humanity for centuries. Illustration: consider the rise of social media. While the platform is new, the behaviors it encourages, seeking validation, comparing oneself to others, and forming tribes, are as old as human history. What looks like progress is often a new stage for age-old behaviors. Insight: recognizing this constancy can liberate us from the anxiety of rapid change. Instead of being swept away by trends, we can focus on the enduring principles that govern human interaction and decision-making. Emotional takeaway: life becomes less overwhelming when you realize that underneath the chaos of modernity lies the same predictable patterns. By understanding them, you can act with wisdom, not fear. 2. Why we repeat mistakes, the eternal cycle of human behavior. A striking theme in Same as Ever is humanity's tendency to repeat mistakes despite accumulating knowledge and experience. Housel highlights how emotional drivers like greed, fear, and overconfidence override logic and lead to the same errors, generation after generation. Historical context: from ancient economic collapses to modern financial crises, the patterns remain consistent. In the 1630s, the Dutch tulip mania was fueled by speculative greed, just as the 2008 financial crisis was caused by over-leveraged optimism and blind trust in a booming housing market. Deeper: truth: no amount of technological progress can fully override our instincts. Greed blinds us to risk. Fear paralyzes rational action. This truth transcends centuries. Heart-touching reflection: while this pattern may seem disheartening, it also offers a path to personal growth. By understanding our vulnerabilities, we can learn to pause, reflect, and act with greater intention. Mistakes aren't inevitable. They're invitations to grow. 3. Happiness redefined, the eternal pursuit of meaning. Housel delves into the human desire for happiness, arguing that we often chase the wrong things in its pursuit. He asserts that fulfillment isn't found in wealth or possessions, but in the timeless pillars of meaningful relationships, purposeful work, and a sense of progress. Key narrative: Housel contrasts two individuals, a billionaire who feels empty despite his fortune, and a teacher who finds joy in her modest yet impactful life. The billionaire is trapped by his pursuit of more, while the teacher finds peace in contributing to others' growth. Timeless lesson: true happiness comes from within. It's about connection, growth, and contribution, not the accumulation of things. Emotional message: this realization can be life-changing. It shifts the focus from external achievements to internal fulfillment, offering a blueprint for a life of purpose and contentment. 4. Fear and greed, the timeless tug-of-war. Two emotions, fear, and greed stand as the eternal forces shaping human behavior. Housel explains how these powerful drivers influence decisions in every aspect of life, from finance to relationships to personal growth. Fear. It keeps us cautious, sometimes overly so, preventing us from seizing opportunities. Fear of failure, judgment, or loss often holds people back from achieving their full potential. Greed. On the other hand, greed pushes us to overreach. It blinds us to risk and fosters discontent, making even the most fortunate among us feel like we don't have enough. Emotional insight. Recognizing these forces within ourselves is the first step to mastering them. Housel's message is clear. Fear and greed are natural, but they don't have to control us. Through self-awareness and discipline, we can find balance. 5. Perspective is everything. Seeing the world. Clearly, Housel emphasizes the importance of perspective in shaping how we experience life. Two people can face the same circumstances, but interpret them in entirely different ways based on their mindset. Key example: a farmer who loses his crops can see it as a catastrophe or an opportunity to innovate. The reality hasn't changed, but the farmer's perspective determines his emotional response and future actions. Universal truth. Perspective gives us power. While we can't control what happens to us, we can control how we interpret and respond to it. Heartfelt takeaway. This lesson invites us to embrace gratitude, optimism, and resilience. By shifting our focus from what we lack to what we have, we can transform challenges into opportunities for growth. 6. Simplicity, the ultimate wisdom. In a world that celebrates complexity, Housel advocates for the enduring value of simplicity. The most profound truths are often the simplest. Spend less than you earn, treat others with kindness, and prioritize what matters most. Timeless advice. Simplicity isn't just practical, it's liberating. It clears the noise and allows us to focus on the principles that truly enrich our lives. Key, quote, "The greatest wisdom often hides in plain sight, overlooked because it feels too obvious to be profound." Emotional resonance. This message feels like a balm in a chaotic world. It reminds us that life doesn't have to be as complicated as we make it. 7. The courage to embrace uncertainty. In his concluding chapters, Housel reflects on the inevitability of uncertainty. He argues that while we can't predict the future, we can prepare for it by building resilience and focusing on timeless values. Key insight: change is constant, but so is our ability to adapt. Instead of fearing the unknown, we can trust in our capacity to learn, grow, and thrive. Final reflection. The principles of love, kindness, humility, and gratitude anchor us in an unpredictable world. Emotional depth. This lesson feels deeply reassuring. It reminds us that no matter what life throws our way, we have the tools to navigate it with grace and strength. Conclusion. Timeless wisdom for a meaningful life. Same as Ever isn't just a book about human behavior. It's a guide to living a life rooted in understanding, compassion, and purpose. Housel's message is both humbling and inspiring. While the world around us evolves, the core of what it means to be human remains the same. By embracing these constants, we can find clarity in chaos, purpose in uncertainty, and fulfillment in simplicity. This profound work invites us to step back, reflect, and align our lives with the truths that have stood the test of time. In doing so, we not only navigate the present with wisdom, but also leave a legacy of meaning for the future. This deeper summary captures the emotional and intellectual richness of Same as Ever, offering a thorough reflection on its timeless lessons and their relevance to modern life. I hope you liked this book summary. For more such book summaries, please like, share, and comment on my video. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Thanks a lot for watching this video. Bye-bye. See you soon.